Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion, located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street, in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com. It's everything you never needed to know. This is Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Every American eats 13 pounds a year of this.
Is it true? Is it true? That
It might be.
Well, let's find out. The Romans really, did they used to use this to bleach and clean their clothes? You'd be pissed if you guessed wrong. Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy, and this week we scour the internet to find out these useless tidbits of information just for you.
Plus, we'll answer your questions in the mailbag segment. A loyal listener wants to know, they have a question for both of us. What do we do for a living? Gee, thanks. And in the news, the noise was coming from inside the car.
Totally useless information. It's everything you never needed to know.
Let's dust this one off.
Happened today is history. What happens tomorrow is history. Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? Now, I want to do my I want to do my tease first because I have like a rabbit hole sort of entry after this one. So, ancient Romans used to use urine to bleach and clean their clothes.
Urine.
Yes. The key ingredient was ammonia, which forms when urea in the stale urine decomposes. Because you don't want, yeah, you don't want fresh urine. You need stale
Comes out
urine.
of my front, not my rear.
There you go. If it does, see a doctor or take Flexiva.
Flexiva.
The process was primarily carried out by professional launderers, not by people doing laundry at home. So these were like, what do they have? The Martinizing, 1 hour Martinizing or whatever, dry cleaners? Yeah.
Yeah, this is urinizing.
1 hour urinizing. And so here's my rabbit hole. So years ago, urine was not the only thing that they used to clean their clothes with. The ancient Romans, according to some historians, used to use urine as a mouthwash.
Yeah, and Nick is still doing it.
Right.
He's gargling every day. You know?
And we figured out what they named that product back then.
Can't get close to him.
No.
But, what they named that product, Nick?
The Roman times, the
Roman mouthwash. What they name it?
Pistarine. All right.
Listen to this one.
Yes.
The World War II ended. The day World War II ended, the Russians went nuts and had a party. But this is where the history comes in. 22 hours later, the entire country of Russia ran out of vodka.
Oh.
And ended the party because there was nothing left to drink. They literally went through all the vodka that the country had, all of its reserves, everything was drank in 22 hours.
Wow.
That must have been a hell of a party.
Yeah. Wow. It was. At least they weren't using urine, I guess.
Yeah.
They could have.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you knew this. Winston Churchill, he was a Yankee. Winston Churchill's mother, Jenny Jerome, was born in Brooklyn, New York. This made the future British Prime Minister, half American by birth. His mom, Jenny or Jeanette Jerome, was born on January 9th, 1854, to American financier Leonard Jerome and his wife, Clarissa Hall. She was a wealthy socialite whose family later spent time with Paris and London. Her American fortune helped establish her and her family in the highest circles of British society. Now, she married Lord Randolph Churchill,
Lord Randolph Churchill.
in 1874, and their first son, Winston, was born later that year. They will never forget.
Never give up. Nick,
See,
never.
On this show, that's why we say listen, laugh, and learn, because not only do we provide you with useless information, but we also act out exactly how they used to speak way back when.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We do it, and we just do it for you folks. That's
Sure.
just the way we are.
Yes.
Never Nick gets a punchline.
What does that mean?
During World War II, American soldiers were happy when they ate Liberty steaks.
Liberty steaks.
Yes. Liberty steaks. They loved them. In fact, we still love them.
Okay.
They're called hamburgers.
Really? Oh, okay.
But they didn't want to call them hamburgers because they thought it sounded too German. Deutschland, Deutsch. They thought that hamburger sounded German, so they called them Liberty steaks.
So, okay, why did it sound German? Because it's Hamburg.
Well, Hamburg, Germany. Hamburg.
Okay. So then, but hold on. But where did the hamburger come from, though?
No, it was called hamburger before World War II.
Okay.
But during World War II, they said, we're not going to call them hamburgers. They said, we have Liberty steaks on the menu tonight.
Got it. Okay. Done.
I hope so.
Give me liberty. Give me liberty and give me liberty steaks.
There you go.
The Great Fire of London started in a bakery on Pudding Lane. The proof was in the pudding. On September 2nd, 1666. The city was devastated, but over 13,200 houses, 87 churches, including the St. Paul's Cathedral.
This was horrific, Nick.
It was. It was a long, hot, dry summer, very much like Roy's high school.
The whole 4 years was hot.
Hot and dry. Yeah, and with strong easterly winds contributed to its rapid spread through the tightly packed wooden buildings. The fire raged for 4 days and leading to about 70,000 people becoming homeless, although the death toll was really low, thankfully. But yeah, it was quite devastating.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
William Patrick Hitler received the Purple Heart. William Patrick Hitler.
The Hitler?
Received,
hold on. The Hitler?
No. William Patrick Hitler received the Purple Heart, the United States Purple Heart. He was a Navy hospital corpsman. He was a great soldier, lauded for his work. And William Patrick Hitler was the nephew of Adolf Hitler.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but he fought in the United States Navy.
Interesting.
Because Hitler's brother moved to the United States.
And he got a Purple Heart.
He got a Purple Heart. Yep. And Hitler got a stopped heart.
Right.
You know where they lived, Nick? Deutschland.
They did. And, of course, they had a nice, lean corned beef sandwich.
Yeah.
The very first...
I like my mutton lean.
You do. That's what we've heard. That's what they've said online. The first vending machine was invented by a Greek engineer, Hero of Alexandria, in the first century in Roman Egypt. So that's interesting, right? Now, this is not inventions. This is history, right? Well, here's why I bring it up today. It dispensed holy water. The device used a coin-operated lever mechanism to release a measured amount of water, solving the problem of worshipers taking more than they paid for. So imagine you're stealing holy water, right?
Yeah, the people were stealing, and then they go right to confession.
Right. So when a coin was inserted, it landed on a pan that tilted a lever, opening a valve to let the water flow. Once the coin slid off, a counterweight returned the lever to its original position, closing the valve. How ingenious back in the first century.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how I used the Y front of my underwear.
Right. To do your laundry.
Put in a coin.
Right.
Something popped up.
Yes.
Popped out, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It still accepted wrinkled bills.
Yeah, you didn't even have to straighten the bills
No,
out.
not at all. Not at all.
Surgeon Robert Liston
Yes.
was known as the fastest knife in the West. He was around at the time of the West, the Wild West. He was a pioneer in surgery, but he was also known as the fastest knife in the West because he could do amputations at light speed much faster than other surgeons, which meant that there was less pain, I guess, to the patient. Well, he got a group of people together to show them how quickly he does these amputations. And while doing, he has the distinction of being the fastest knife in the West, but he also has the distinction of losing 2 patients on 1 surgery.
Oh.
During this exhibition of how quickly he could amputate a leg, he slices through the leg and he slices into the hand of the assistant who was helping him.
What?
A few days later, they both died of blood poisoning.
No.
Yes. So he has the distinction of the fastest knife in the West, and also he's the only surgeon to lose 2 patients in 1 surgery. Surgeon Robert Liston.
Man, wow. Cuts like a knife.
Had he listened to me,
right,
he wouldn't have gone that fast.
No, not at all. Hey, thanks for listening.
You're welcome.
Well, no, not just you. Well, you're not the only one, thankfully. And we normally at the beginning of the show.
You know, folks, the sad part is I have to listen to him.
That's right. Yes.
You have a choice.
Well, and you have chosen us, and we do appreciate you choosing us because over 90 countries around the world, in the United States, and of course on the iHeartRadio app up here in Canada, coast to coast to coast.
Nick, why don't we tell them about the birthday messages?
The birthday messages. Now, people are wondering, what is that? What's that all about?
I'll tell you what it is, folks. Yes. We're doing like 6 of them today.
Yes.
We can't stop. The people this is nuts. We turn on the computer and there's like 5 or 6 every day now. This is crazy. It is fantastic. But you need to know what it is. So go to nickandroy.com, type on the Nick and Roy store, which is up on the top of the page, and you will hear a sample. You can actually hear a sample of the birthday message. We do anniversaries. We're going to be doing Christmas now. Nick and I do an entire mini, totally useless show for the date and the person for their birthday or their anniversary or so on. It is the greatest gift they'll ever get. The person that buys it looks like a superstar. The person that gets it loves it. Go to nickandroy.com, type on the Nick and Roy store, listen for yourself.
nickandroy.com.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. Totally useless information with Nick and Roy continues. Listen, laugh, and learn. Hey! Oh! You! Where's your hard hat? Fasten your tool belts. This is totally useless construction info with foreman Nick and Roy. Come on, let's go!
So, yeah, she means business. Like, she's got that orange vest and steel-toed boots. They saw you see. That's the name of this one here. They saw you see. Ancient Egyptians used copper saws with sand as an abrasive to cut hard stones like granite, though the method's efficiency is debated. The process, which involved placing sand and harder materials in a groove and sawing back and forth, allowing the sand crystals to grind away the stone, with the copper blade acting as a tool to hold and move the abrasive.
2025.
Yes.
That's this year.
It is.
The Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia became the largest building in the world. 328 feet. That's over 1,000 meters. It is the first building to break the kilometer.
Oh.
And it is in Saudi Arabia. Now, that's like the top 3, I think, largest buildings in the world are either in Dubai or Saudi Arabia or Arab Emirates. Yeah, they got some money down there.
And they know how to build up.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Panama's Canal's lock system operates...
I love them on bagels myself.
No, not locks. Like
Did I tell you I made locks?
No, lock. Did you?
Oh. Listen, listeners.
Okay.
It's the simplest thing. They're called gravlocks.
Okay.
You can do smoke locks, but that's a cold smoke process.
Okay.
But I figured out how to do it with using smoked paprika. Now, this is no lie. I'm going to tell them this, and we'll put it in the newsletter.
Wait a minute. Hang on. We're doing food later, aren't we? We're doing food.
Oh, we'll do it in food.
Yeah, okay. So here's a tease.
The people need to listen. I'm going to teach you how to make locks.
Panama's lock system operates entirely by gravity. So they've described it as the giant bathtubs for ships. The original 1914 locks and the expanded ones that opened in 2016, they use freshwater reservoirs at a higher elevation to fill and drain the lock chambers, not electric pumps as once was believed. So it's actually gravity that helps the locks.
Yep, that was another nickname they called me, electric pump.
Right. Oh, I thought you were referring to gravity.
China's Dangyang Kunshao Grand Bridge.
Well said, yeah.
Okay, now this is the longest bridge ever built in the world. But here's the shocking thing of it. I know that the bridge to Key West in Florida is massive, but I think it's only like 35 or 5. I got to look it up, but it's, it's long. This is 102.4 miles long.
Wow.
That's insane.
It is.
You get on this bridge, there should be a gas station in the middle of it. I mean, you could easily run out of gas in 102 miles. It also has a high-speed railway built into it. So it's not only a car bridge, it's also a high-speed railway. It was finished in 2011, and it can withstand massive earthquakes.
So you talk about the tallest. How about the tallest timber frame building?
How about that?
Yes, made out of wood. It's located. It's got good wood. It's located in Norway. It's a mixed-use size skyscraper located in the town of Brumunddal. At 85.4 meters or 280 feet high, 18 floors. It's the tallest wooden building in the world when it opened in 2019. Now, you're thinking, well, with all this wooden structure, what about termites? Well, there's termite protection. The challenge to termites is humorous. The reality is that the insects do not pose a threat because they're not found in the cold climate of Norway.
So you don't have to worry about them.
That's right. And even if they were, the building's engineered wood construction is designed to withstand decay and pests like us.
The new thing in building techniques is known as net zero building. And you think it has to do with the actual building itself. And it really does. They try to use as many products that are recycled and things like that, and use new techniques and so on.
Yeah.
But the actual concept of net zero building is you build a structure that produces more energy than it uses.
Oh, okay.
So they use solar power and they use thermal heating and so on and so forth. But the building produces more energy than it actually uses. Like kind of when I eat a can of beans.
Just
I give back.
kind of?
Yes.
Kind of. Sort of. Maybe. Hong Kong's Central Mid-Levels escalator is the world's longest outdoor covered escalator system. It stretches over 800 meters, and it operates every day. Opened in 1993, it's a vital transportation link for locals and a popular tourist attraction that winds through the city's hilly terrain. 800 meters long.
Lego construction.
Yes.
Okay, so we know what Legos are.
Right.
I think I had them when I was a kid. It was one of the first real cool sets that they came out, was in a red attaché case.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, Lego construction. There's a company called Gablocks,
Okay.
not to be mistaken with Kravlocks, which we'll talk about during food.
Yeah.
But Gablocks is a company that makes these wooden frames, puts these foam inserts that look like coolers inside them, but they look, when they're finished, like a Lego piece. Then they build a house out of these pieces.
Really?
They just ship them by truck, and they literally build them just like you would build a Lego thing, and then they just glue them together, and they're thermally better than a house because they're more insulated. They can withstand shaking like earthquakes. They're super well built. Awesome.
It's wonderful.
You can look. It was founded in 2019 by a guy named Gabriel Calacato or something in Belgium. He's a Belgian construction specialist. And if you want, go online, folks. Gablocks. It's pretty cool to watch.
So you said he was Belgian, so he worked hard. He wasn't a waffler.
No, he never waffled around. No, Nick.
Speaking
No,
of,
no.
see, this, I know, watch
He
this
made a hell
segue.
of a hot chocolate too.
Let me tell you this. This is why people listen to our show, because the segue from what we were just talking about to this is amazing.
Your weekly sweet and savory facts of totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Come and get it!
So Nick talked about the lox, right?
Yes. So tell us about your recipe.
Okay, quickly, very fast.
Yes.
Gravlax.
Yes.
If you got a nice clean piece of salmon with the skin on it, real nice piece of salmon,
Okay.
okay, make sure it's fresh.
All right.
Then you take, figuring on it being a few pounds, like a good sized fillet of salmon. You use 1 pound of sugar. I use a half pound of sugar.
Okay.
And 3/4 pound of salt, some black pepper, and about 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. You mix that all up in a bowl, and then I take that, and you literally take a piece of plastic wrap. You pour half of it onto the plastic wrap, put the fish on top of it, and then pour the rest over the top. Pack it down nice so the entire fish is covered in the brine. That's the brine.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It's not liquid. It's a actual dry brine. And then I take dill, and either fresh or dried dill, a little bit, not too much. If you have fresh, you put a couple of sprigs of dill over the top. If not, you just sprinkle a little dill on the top. Wrap the bag relatively tight, and then put 2 trays, one underneath it and one on top of it, and then put maybe 2 cans of tomatoes or something on top of it, something with some weight, bottle of soda, something,
Sit on it.
put it in the fridge for about 30 hours, day and a half.
Okay.
Then open it up, drain it off the liquid, scrape off any of the spice, and pat it down with a dry towel, paper towel. And it's the best lox you've ever had.
Sounds
And
amazing.
it's amazing, Nick. Really amazing.
Cool.
So I'll try to put it on the
And the newsletter.
newsletter as well, with some pictures of my lox.
Yes.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information.
Hi, Nick and Roy for Tom's Place.
The sale has been extended 1 final week. Attention, 1 final week. Tom needs to clear the rest of the stuff off the racks. It's been amazing, but the prices have never been better than what they are now. So get into Tom's Place. Whether you're dressing for the office, a special event, or a night out, you need to be ready for it all. Looking sharp matters, and Tom's Place has everything you need for less. Polished business casual, stylish sport jackets, sophisticated suits, and tuxedos, all at the most unbeatable prices.
And Roy knows all about being sophisticated. Tons of inventory on 2 floors. Even new arrivals are slashed to sell.
So you've got to see it all, and you can. You can see it at the website at toms-place.com. One more time, toms-place.com. Stop in the store, but you have to for these amazing, great deals.
Tom's Place Black Friday sale. Visit 190 Baldwin Street in the heart of a Kensington market. Tom's Place will suit you.
We're back with totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Potatoes were the first vegetable grown in space.
Ooh.
In 1995, through partnership between NASA and the University of Wisconsin-Madison, this experiment aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia used astroculture technology to test the viability of potatoes for long-term space missions, which is crucial for the future of space colonies, just in case you want to go to Mars or something and you want to bring a bag of potato chips or something. The potatoes were chosen for their hardiness, high nutritional value, and the ability to produce a significant amount of food. Interesting.
Great. If we're going to go to the University of Wisconsin, Nick, I'd prefer you call me Roy and not Madison.
Right. Now, because isn't Wisconsin the dairy state?
Yes, it's a cheese state.
Cheese state, yeah. So you can put some melted cheese on the baked potato. How's that?
Oh, you got to do that.
Yeah, with broccoli.
Oh, sour cream,
Sour
bacon
cream.
bits,
Yeah.
little chives.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, our blood pressure just went up just talking about
No,
it.
no.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie.
Yes.
It was invented, Nick,
Yeah.
about a year after you were born, 1623.
Mm-hmm.
So I was amazed at this. 1623, the first recipe actually for pumpkin pie, 1623 that came out, and that's over 400 years old. Can
Wow.
you imagine that?
Yeah.
Now, of course, it's linked to our holiday, but it was invented so much before that. But cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Dance with me.
No.
Okay. Gummy bears, not the medicinal ones, not the ones that you can get like a charge or a high. We're talking about like the candy gummy bears.
Harbo.
Is that what they are?
That's the company.
The
It's
company?
from Deutschland. They are from Germany. Harbo.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
They were inspired by dancing bears. The original treat was a tribute to bears performing at festivals and street fairs, not necessarily circus animals. This inspiration was tied to the creation of the first gummy bear in 1922 by Hans Riegel, the founder of the German company Haribo.
There you go. See,
There you go. There you go. See, listen, laugh, and learn.
And of course, the Germans don't have much of a sense of humor, so they're like, "We found it very, very funny. Those bears, they dance." It's like, okay, you've seen one dancing bear, you've seen them all.
Right.
Okay, Hans.
Yes.
Doritos.
Yes.
Those magical chips.
Yes.
Those little golden things.
Yes.
Right? We put them in our mouths and our brain goes into a stupefied state, tells us that they're delicious, right?
Exactly.
Well, did you know this? The word Dorito in Spanish means brainwashed. No, it doesn't. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I would have
The
believed
word
it.
There you go.
See?
See, it worked. But that's a little brain the size of a pea, folks.
Right. There you
On
go.
a normal brain, it takes a little bit longer.
Yes.
No, Dorito in Spanish means little golden things.
Oh. Wow.
You think they're gonna be like little golden triangles because they're triangle shaped,
They
but
are, yeah.
the Dorito means little golden things.
Wow. Avocado has been huge the past several years, right? Because it's Generation X, the millennials, the young punks.
They're all eating avocados,
Avocado.
Nick. They think they're eating healthy.
Well, the English word avocado comes from Nahuatl word, ahucatl,
Yeah.
like avocado,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Avocado.
which means testicle, and was likely chosen due to the fruit's shape and how
Those
it
poor
hangs,
English guys must have green testicles.
and how it hangs in pairs on the tree.
Little leprechaun testicles.
Yes.
They're magically delicious.
The That's just sick. The Spanish word aguacate was an adaptation of the original, which became avocado in English, but it actually
See?
comes from testicle because of the way they hung in pairs by the tree. Yeah.
It was my teaser, folks, and I know
Okay.
you're excited about this.
I
Every American eats a total of 13 pounds of this a year. What is it, Nick?
Broccoli.
Nope. Banana.
Oh, banana.
13 pounds of banana. I was thinking the other day, I'm in Costco. I bought like a whole thing of bananas, like 20 bananas for $1.49.
Wow.
Okay. How do they make money on this? You know how much that weighed? Like, how do you even ship that from Costa Rica to here? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That's interesting.
It's nuts.
Okay.
But anyway, we eat 13 pounds of banana. And as you know, if you listen to this show, banana has the potassium in it, also is radioactive.
That's right.
So listen to this show, you learn all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Nick calls it going down the rabbit hole, but I find that extremely dirty and offensive to rabbits.
Yes.
The most popular meal, I really like this one. The most popular meal for soldiers during World War II. This is what was most requested.
Oatmeal.
Right? You'd think like oatmeal
Yeah.
or hamburger or can of tuna or something like that, right?
Was it?
PBJ.
No, really?
Peanut butter and jelly. They most requested that in their rations. Yep. Peanut butter and jelly.
Wow.
It's perfect, Nick. It's like the perfect food.
It is. One last thing. Let's go back to bananas for a second.
But are you grape jelly or what kind of jelly?
Concord grape jelly.
Yeah, you like that? I'm
Yeah.
not into the Concord
No.
grape. We do the black raspberry.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Black raspberry for
because
me.
I grew up on that stuff. I grew up on the
If
peanut butter and
if
jelly.
you have a specific jelly that you like, please
nickandroy.com.
send it to Nick.
Right. Thankfully, yeah.
I'm making the wine out of the Concord juice, right?
Yes, you've mentioned that.
I sent you the pictures. Did
Yep.
you see it? Did you
got-
see it bubbling?
It was bubbling. I was
We're
bubbling.
going to put that video on the newsletter as well.
I was bubbling with excitement when I was watching it, really.
Well, after you drink this, you might, because I think the alcohol content is like 35.
You said earlier about rabbits will be all ticked off. They are, because the rabbits are all ticked off because I keep talking about the rabbit hole. This is how ticked off they were. They went to our website at nickandroy.com and they sent us an email.
What's in the mailbag? What's in the mail?
My email today comes from Sharon from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Is it the Steel State? What is it down there? Steel?
Where is this?
Pittsburgh.
Alabama?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah,
Steelers,
U.S. Steel was Pittsburgh.
Sharon says, "Dear Nick and Roy, we love listening to your show. We think you're really highly entertaining, as opposed to lowly.
Clearly, it has nothing to do and very bored in Pittsburgh."
Well, so it's funny she said that. She goes, "I really love. We listen to your show, and we usually spread the facts that you give on the show with friends and family members, and we have a lot of fun with it." What we want to know is, because you guys do such a great job on the podcast, and I understand you're on the radio as well. Yes, it's true. We're on the iHeartRadio Talk Network. And what do you guys do for a living? And I'm like...
It's such a nice thing to ask.
Yeah.
Go walking up to a comedian. I remember Rodney Dangerfield. "Hey, Rodney, what do you do for a living?" "I get guys for your sister."
Oh yeah. Well,
we do have other careers.
Yes, we do. We did, and we still do while we're doing this show. So I have been in radio for more than 3 decades. I started out at NBC.
Nick started out when you had to crank them up.
Yes, exactly. Yes. This is the crank on the radio. I lived in New York for a while, which is where I met Roy. And I worked at NBC at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. I had the privilege of working there, and I worked in radio. And then when I moved back to Toronto, my home country, I was pursuing radio. It took me a few years. I was in real estate. I answered phone calls. I was an assistant manager at a retail store, but then I got my break into radio, and now I've been doing talk radio.
Now he just breaks the speakers.
That's right. That's what I do. I'm a technical producer, and so now I'm a manager of some of these technical producers here on one of the station on the iHeartRadio Talk Network, News Talk 1010 in Toronto. And that's what I've been doing ever since.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. To access the full library of episodes, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com. You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Now, Roy, you have just a little bit more. You've done some other things in your life other than doing this show.
Well, I've been in the restaurant business, retail business. Oh my God, I've done so many things. Been on the radio with you, wrote a screenplay, made a movie. I mean, and then been in entertainment and so on and so forth. So Nick and I have led some interesting lives before this, but I think we enjoy doing this very much.
Well, it's been 6 years and 300 plus episodes. I sure as heck hope so.
Yeah. Well, I do it like I feel bad for Nick.
So who emailed you this week?
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Sean from Sydney, Australia.
Hello, Sean.
Sean says, hello, mates. And he wrote, just joking. I'm from New York originally in the U.S.
Okay.
That was pretty funny. That's what caught my
that's fine.
attention.
Yeah.
And then it goes downhill from there.
Okay.
He says, thanks for bringing me a piece of home every week.
Okay.
I listen to the show religiously. I really do listen and learn from it. And you guys are very, very funny, which again, that's, in Australia, but
Right.
but he said, you guys are really, really funny. I enjoy the show. I learned from it. He said, I've turned on so many Aussies to listen to this.
Yeah.
And I did send him back a thing that we have the report from Australia and we have X amount of listeners. And he said he's responsible for most of them.
Thank you very much.
So I told him thank you. And then at the end, he writes, in parentheses, accent, please. And then he wrote, gotta mind me shrimp on the Barbie. I thought that was funny.
That was hilarious.
So, Sean from Sydney, Australia.
Good day, mate. If you have someone in your life that you'd like to send a very special birthday gift, this is for you. What is it? It's the Nick and Roy's birthday salute to your loved one.
You can hear a sample right on the website. Go on there, folks. If you have somebody that you say, well, they have everything, I don't know what to buy them, this is the perfect gift. Every person that's got one for somebody, they end up getting them for someone else, because they just loved it so much. We have so many comments from the people. We've done hundreds of them now. It is insane. It's fantastic.
Go to nickandroy.com/birthdays, nickandroy.com/birthdays to get yours today.
Where do they go to listen to our show, Nick?
They go to nickandroy.com. You can check out all of our library of episodes there, nickandroy.com, or you can go to the iHeartRadio app on the iHeartRadio network, because we're on radio on the iHeartRadio Talk Network. And
where else are people going to hear this stuff?
They're also going to hear it,
No, I mean, honestly.
Anywhere
Nick, we're doing a public service thing here.
We are. We anywhere you have podcasts. If you're listening to us, you've downloaded us on your favorite podcast platform.
We're educating thousands of useless people every day.
That's why we say listen, laugh, and learn. And you're going to
just go on our website and look at us.
Right. And you're going to learn lots. On the show today, we talked about history. We talked about construction. We talked about food. It's time for the news.
And now, from around the corner and around the world, this is TUI News.
Poor Alex Navarez of New York City. She started to hear a mysterious crackling noise in her car. She feared the worst. She owned her car for 2 years. She said the sound first caught her attention after a 5-hour drive. Already concerned after a previous mechanic had found signs of rodent activity in her engine, because some of the squirrels and mice and whatnot eat away at the wiring at some of the engine's parts, right? She thought that maybe she was worried it might be another infestation. She thought
she's had the infestation before.
That's right. So she said that she thought she knew something was wrong. At first I was terrified. At first she was afraid. She was terrified. Get that? See the song? Yeah. Okay.
I kept thinking I would never be without you by my side.
without my car by my side. It was a rat's nest or something, she thought, because it was parked on the street in New York City. And God only knows there are a lot of rats in New York City. And
I was just going to say rats. It could be homeless people living under her car.
I was going to say rats. A lot of rats in New York City. That includes the rodents. Anyway, when online searches suggested the culprit could be low coolant levels, she decided to bring her car in for a service.
Well, she thought it was low coolant level?
Well, that's what because instead of going to a mechanic, she figured, let me just go online and find out what other people are saying.
It could be low coolant level.
Okay. So she was already due for a 60,000-mile check and for an oil change. She said, let me go to the mechanic.
Yeah, let me bring this noisy, rat-infested vehicle in.
Allegedly. But here's the thing. The garage didn't hear any unusual sounds. They reported they did not hear a noise, and that was that, she said.
So the noise is almost like a haunting.
It was so haunting because the sound was coming from inside her car. It wasn't until after she got back into her car after visiting the mechanic and they gave her the clean bill of health. She solved the mystery herself. Sitting in
she's
her,
now a mechanic.
well, sitting in her parked car, she was frustrated by the continuing crackling sound. She noticed that this annoying sound that sounded like a crackling fire, right? That was the sound that she described.
Okay, well, now we've got it. We feel it, Nick.
She noticed the source from her infotainment screen in her car.
Oh,
It was a fireplace soundscape playing via her car speaker.
oh no. So there was like a screensaver of a fireplace.
There's an audio feature in the car that she was driving, which is
Yeah.
a Sounds of Nature app, which was imitating a cozy fire, complete with the sound of crackling and popping wood. Not if it's in your car.
Wow.
Yeah, so the poor
Wow.
thing.
Good thing she didn't put the Stampede of Angry Elephants soundscape on.
That would have sucked. Or humpback
Or-
whales.
Right. You know what would have went well for her? Sounds from the loony bin.
Right. Now, of course, you put this up on TikTok because why not? So someone else
course.
wrote, listen, don't worry about it. You're not the only one who had a problem with their car. This other person says, we had someone bring a car in, this was a mechanic who said, we had someone bring in the car because they kept hearing a noise in the door. They took the whole door apart. They looked into it. And they put it back together,
And
they
$680 later.
and they still heard the noise. They kept investigating, and $680 some odd dollars later again, they figured out what it was. It was a coin rolling back and forth in the door.
Ooh, that'll drive you nuts.
Yeah, exactly. So
But to get this woman back, and just for fun and you know what, and giggles, Nick
Yeah.
and I went to New York, flew down there, and I flew up there. And when the woman got in our car, just to frustrate her, we set the back seat on fire.
and brought marshmallows. That's what we did.
Yeah.
We brought just-
And we were like, I'm Nick, I'm Roy. And your back seat's on fire.
And we're all done with this episode. Well, you got a hot seat. That's all the time we
New
have.
Yorkers aren't too bright, folks.
No.
I just want you to know. We have a lot of listeners from New York. Thank you for listening in, those in New York, because you're smarter because of this.
And that says a lot. That's all the time we have for this episode of Total Useless Information with Nick and Roy. We will scour the internet far and wide to find more totally useless information just for you.
And until then, 90 countries or 93 countries or 92 countries around the world, please contact someone in New York and tell them to tune into this show so we could change the mentality
Right.
of the people that live there.
Good luck.
So-
I'm Nick.
and I'm Roy.
Thanks for listening.
Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is recorded and produced in Canada. For more totally useless information, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com. Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy has been brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion. Located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com.